Trade it! In this video, I'm going to be playing the 3DS as Nintendo intended. But how was the 3DS intended to be played? To figure that out, I decided to read the entirety of the 3DS instruction manual. I just read the entirety of the 3DS instruction manual. The most interesting thing I saw was that there's a wrist strap. Do you really need a wrist strap for your 3DS, guys? Like, who's using that? The most important thing I learned after reading this, I could play this outside of my bedroom. Now that I figured out the 3DS is intended to be played on the go, not just in my bedroom, I decided I'd go to 10 locations around Minneapolis where I live and play my 3DS, as well as take a selfie using the 3DS camera. The first place I decided to play my 3DS was at a lake. Apparently Minnesota has like over 20,000 of these. Kind of crazy number right there. Lakes are pretty cool. I like water. Water's a cool vibe. I don't know. I just like being outside. It really energizes me. Yeah, so we're gonna take a selfie on my 3DS here. Sweet. The next place I decided to play my 3DS was a tree. I think trees are pretty cool. I like trees. They look sick. They give us air, right? That's the thing. I just like the vibe of being outside by a tree. It's nice. Trees are cool. I like this tree. I think it's a willow tree. I'm gonna name it George. I'm gonna take a selfie with George the tree. After I played my 3DS by George the Tree for a while, I decided to take my 3DS to the Minneapolis Sculpture Garden, where I would play my 3DS by the famous sculpture Boone, Bridge, and Cherry, I believe. Apparently it's a big deal in Minnesota. This sculpture like changed the world or something. I think there's other cooler sculptures. If I had to rate it, I'd give it like a 6. No, I'll give it a 7. I like the water going out. I like that it's a fountain. I'll give it a 7 out of 10. I heard a rumor once that someone skateboarded on it when the water wasn't going out of it, which if they let people skateboard on it, I would give it a 9 out of 10. But unfortunately, they want to preserve the sculpture for history or something. But you know, I'm not here to look at the sculpture. I'm here to play my 3DS, so we're going to take a quick selfie. Once I was done playing my 3DS by this giant famous spoon, I decided to head over to... This is Matt's Bar. Apparently it's the place where the original Juicy Lucy was created. Now if you don't know what a Juicy Lucy is, that's okay. Pretty much it's just a burger, but instead of the cheese being on top, it's inside the patty. I just thought this would be a cool place to play my 3DS. I did end up trying the Juicy Lucy as well, but I'm gonna be honest guys, something tragic happened while I was waiting for my burger. I forgot to take a 3DS selfie at Matt's Bar. Listen, I know this is super disappointing. I just got too engrossed in my Zelda Link Between Worlds playthrough. I was having a great time just playing it there. I also just felt really awkward because I was alone in a bar playing my 3DS with the camera filming me. So I was getting a lot of weird looks and I was like, I don't want to be in here too long. This is kind of weird. So I kind of just skedaddled as quickly as possible. To make up for it, I will be taking 2 selfies at a later location in this video. The next place I decided to play my 3DS was at Goodwill. Now I'm a huge Goodwill fan. I love to see all the weird stuff they have. Like look at this weird frog thing I found and this sick freaking lamp I found with some wolves on it, like what? And of course, I love to go shopping for clothing at Goodwill. But most of all, my favorite thing to do at Goodwill is play my 3DS. After Goodwill, I decided to play my 3DS on I just thought this bench looked pretty sick. You know, just kind of here. It looked cool to sit on and play Nintendo games, you know? That's what I'm doing in this video, you know? Like I'm just playing my 3DS. Selfie time. After playing my 3DS on a bench, I decided to hop on the bus and play my 3DS. You see, I think public transportation is really cool, especially for people who are unable to afford gasoline or even a vehicle. And from the light research I've done, Minneapolis has a pretty decent public transportation system. But of course, my favorite thing about taking the bus is I get to play my 3DS. The next place I decided to play my Nintendo 3DS was at the University of Minnesota. Now you see, most people like to go to the University of Minnesota to get a degree, get a nice well-paying job, maybe make some friends, let loose a little. But for me, my favorite thing to do at the University of Minnesota is play my 3DS. Yeah, I know of Graffiti. For some reason my microphone didn't work here. But pretty much what I said was, I think graffiti is pretty cool. I think it's awesome that people just decided to decorate parts of the city that weren't decorated before. I think it's especially cool when they put it in these hidden locations where you have to go and look for it and find these beautiful works that people put up on the wall. Now, I know graffiti is a pretty controversial art form, and there's definitely places you shouldn't put up a piece. Overall, I think it's just really cool, and I love to see it around the city when I'm driving around or taking a walk. But of course, my favorite thing to do by graffiti is play my Nintendo 3DS. The final place I decided to play my 3DS was at a local show. Similar to what I said about the graffiti, I love supporting local artists. I think it's really cool that people just decided to put together these shows in their houses or backyards for people to come visit. And of course, I had to get some insane 3DS selfies at this show. And those are all the places I decided to play my 3DS. What I learned, playing your 3DS outside of your bedroom is pretty cool. Highly recommend.
What's up?
What's up, everybody? I'm Traden's conscience. I tell him what to do sometimes. What do you want?
Dude, I'm just trying to check in on you. You think I was your mom or something?
Dude, I'm trying to go to sleep here. Can you just leave me alone?
Huh? Were you saying something?
Listen, dude, I just wanted to show you something, and I promise you, it's way cooler than your 3DS.